Hey, what's up everyone? Bit me some back with another Hbar video. So currently right now I'm on the 4-hour time frame on the Hbar Hedera Hashgraph. If you haven't subscribed yet, please hit that subscribe button. We just hit 112 subscribers, so definitely on our way to 115, so we're almost there, just need 3 more. So make sure you hit that subscribe button and hit that like button also, that way these videos keep showing up on your feed. You know, if you don't like it, then it doesn't show up on your feed as often. You know, sometimes you might forget to search it or whatever. When you like the videos, they actually pop up on your feed a lot easier, so that'll really help out. Appreciate everybody watching with me. This is the second video for today. We did get a little pump, that's why I wanted to make a little quick video, but yeah, we'll see what's coming next. If you guys remember from earlier, in this morning's video, I put in the title right here, I put just falling wedge breaking down, and pretty much we were pretty much at, it's a little hard to see sometimes, I don't know why it does that, but anyways, we were underneath, we hadn't got no pump yet, so that's just really what I was trying to show, was just that we were way down here waiting for this next move up. And let's see, this is the 4-hour. Yeah, and this is, see, we were inside of this box right here. So when we were inside of this box, once we broke this little section area, then it pretty much confirmed this move up. If you do notice, we do have these 3 big wick candles, so that means in this area from there to this bottom section, this whole section right here, there's a lot of sellers in that area. So but now, like I said, now we got this. And what's funny is it's probably the people who sold right here are the ones that bought right here, you know. So you sell high, buy low. But yeah, if you also notice, this is also one thing that if you notice from there to there, let me change it to yellow. So that box right there, if you guys can see, let me zoom in a little bit. So in this box, it's only wicks that are closing in here. And if you guys understand about a double bottom, that's one of the tricks to understanding a double bottom. If you guys notice right here at the bottom right, there's a double bottom reversal, bullish only. That's what usually happens with a double bottom. And if you notice, we come under here, come down, then we come back up to this middle number 2, come back down to 3, come back up to 4, and once we break that line that's even with number 2, we go up and then we come down for a retest, and then we go back up again. So that's the retest, is what confirms that move. So if you guys notice right here, we got perfect 1 and a perfect 2, and then once we broke right here, which is pretty much this area, well, actually it would probably be this area then, just because this looks like where it really took off at. So I mean, it's either once we broke that little area, would have been a perfect long to have, because if you notice, look how big that wick is. That it's a 4-hour wick, but it's massive. So, but like I said, this double bottom is what confirmed that. And like I said, it's a reversal, so we were already moving our way down like that perfectly. Then we consolidated. This is where, when we were making the video earlier this morning, we were in this little area. So we had just came down from the falling wedge. That's what I was saying. We came down for the falling wedge, and then we broke underneath and we gave it a retest, which is right here, and we got rejected again, and then that's what brought it down here. So if you can notice though, we do have 2 big wicks right here. This is what kind of is letting you know that there's a lot of buyers right here. So there was a lot of people waiting for this moment. So, but if you do notice, we kind of came left and right. We just stayed inside of this range for a little bit, and then that's when we did create that double bottom. So, I mean, if you would have been able to get in right here, like if, and the thing is if I was watching the computer, I might have been able to catch it. But like I said, if you would have been able to get into this position down here for a long, oh man, you could imagine where you would be at already. Look, damn, that's a good one. From just the bottom up to where we're at currently is already 14%. The peak 16%. So that's how you're able to catch the good moves, is if you're really watching it and then you're waiting for these signals. So I mean, it would have been okay to get in down here because it looks like this is where that bottom is at. So it's even lower. But if you would have got in right there, then if you're still holding up to this point, you're probably you're making a good living that way. But yeah, so what's kind of happening is, so now we broke, and then let me zoom out just a little bit. If you guys do notice, now we are breaking into this, back into this falling wedge. So this falling wedge that's been getting created for the last few days or weeks, if you notice, let me get on the daily. Actually, this is the daily. That one's the 4 hour, but it's pretty much the same thing. Yeah, so look at, we came underneath it and now we're pretty much inside of it again. So what we need to do is hold, then we need to break this this line going from left and right, that top area. I'm not sure of why I have it there, to be honest. It was already there. I don't know if it's from back here possibly. Oh yeah, that's why. Because if you notice, I put a line right underneath this peak. Boom, right there. That was the reason why I put that line there. And this is from way back here. So the thing is I use this information back here to find this area that we could possibly be reaching, and that's the line that we need to break right now. So, and that line is where we're really getting rejected, but it's just it's a healthy rejection, I would say, because the thing is it can't just go straight up forever. It has to go up a little bit, come down a little bit to cool down right before it take off again. So, you know, a plane needs a refuel, and this is where the refuel is at, is pretty much all this area right here where all these people who got in, because the thing is there's a lot of new buyers that got in right here, and they're probably all in, they already lost a lot of their, I don't know what to say, a lot of it, but just some of their profits already. And if they sold way down here thinking it's going to go to zero or something, then it's just they lost out. But if they were able to hold, if they were all able to hold even at this bottom, then when we come back up to this area, they're all still going to be holding, and then all the new buyers at the same time is what's going to take the price up even higher past that. So I'm thinking, like I said, if we do go up, we could just come up here, possibly do this retest, and we could be coming back up to this. This is the line of where we pretty much started at, which is at 25 again. So it just depends on, you know, depends if we keep going up. But the thing is, what we need to hope for is that a lot of the people who bought right here were able to hold on for dear life coming down here. Because the thing is me personally watching this happen, I was already expecting this bounce to happen. The thing is you have to understand, if you believe crypto is going to disappear, even the token that you buy or crypto that you buy, if you think it's going to disappear, then you shouldn't invest in it anyway. So that's just my idea about how I think about it. So even if it goes down to 5 cents, I probably won't sell, because I still believe in Hbar no matter what. So that's just kind of my idea about it. So the fact that it did go way down here, to me, it's on sale. You know what I mean? It's a good buying opportunity, because if you're willing to buy up here, if you were willing to put your money right here or even way up here, if you at the moment when you were in this area and you were like, man, right now is a good time to put some money, if you were thinking that back then this area should look 10 times better than that area, you know, because it's way cheaper. So the thing is when you buy up here by accident and then you buy back down at the bottom, you even out your average pretty much, because you'll bring your average lower because of that. Because like I said, if you started here and then you came down to buy down here, pretty much the half of that is right there. So like I said, now you only got to wait till you get up to that point to at least break even, instead of having to go all the way back to the top again, which is an even longer wait, you know. So thing is that's why it's important to learn about dollar cost average. If you guys aren't familiar with dollar cost average, it's easier read than explained from me personally. Just gotta want to chop it all up, but look up dollar cost average on Google, type in what is dollar cost average crypto, that way they know what you're talking about, and you just read the definition. It's pretty much just putting in money the lower it goes, pretty much. So like I said, if you're okay with putting it here, then you should be okay with putting it down here, and then that's how you gain profits, is when you're able to hold and then add more at this point, because when you start coming back up, now this is just all profit, and then you could take your profit out, hold, or you know, take out your this is one way. This is not financial advice, this is just personal opinion of what I do personally. Is if I put $100 and it goes up to 150 or something, I'm okay with taking out at least 50 or even 100 my original investment and only holding the profit, for the reason of, if it were to go to zero, technically it's just free money at that point anyways, because I got my investment back out. But if I were to, you know, it goes up, that's just kind of what I was thinking. Sorry, I lost a little train of thought trying to explain that right now, but yeah, let's just get back into this chart. So we're back into this wedge again. Oh, and this is also a chart I had made from this morning. If you guys were watching this morning's video, I'm not sure where we were at exactly, maybe probably right there, or, you know, or somewhere down here. I had this triangle already. So what this triangle would have done is, once we would have broken this line right here, it would have confirmed that, okay, we're moving up. And then this next white line right here was the next decision area, which is telling me, oh, we're going, once we broke that, oh, we're going higher than that. So like I said, this could have been your first take profit and maybe leave a few runners to, you know, gain some more, and then, you know, that's where you probably take your profit at. But if you also notice, there is a yellow line again. Let me make it a little bit bigger. So this big thick yellow line, I'm not sure, hopefully you guys can see it, but that line is 50 moving average, the moving average 50. So if you notice, we reclaimed it back again. So before we were way down here not even touching it. Now that we're touching it again is where we're getting that rejection at. So that's kind of letting me know that could be a top. So like I said, if anything, we could come back down a little bit back to this line to give it a retest and then move back up. So this bottom line is coming in around 1470, 1465 ish, depending where we hit at. But like I said, we don't even have to come that low either, though. We could just keep making higher highs and higher lows. But if we could break this 50 moving average, then that's going to throw us on the other side of it. And then we could start, that's more of an uptrend. Because like I said, if we're underneath it, it's kind of a downtrend up until we go on the other side. But yeah, so all right, so yeah, that's just my little quick video for this Hbar. I'm not sure if you guys, if that's, let me give you a few price targets also. Let me make sure I give a few price targets. But this was actually a very good call, good catch right there. If you're able to see that when it was happening, that's, look at perfect, boom. It looks, you know, just picture perfect, boom, boom. All right, so a few price targets is, let me give a few price targets. All right, so current price right now is, let me use the 4 hour. Well, actually I want to show you this chart too. Okay, so look, so earlier when we had this move up, I was trying to test run some stuff of like doing longs and shorting. So I was kind of like, I was like, oh, we hit this line right here, we're probably gonna go down, you know. So I set up this long, or I mean this short, which means it's just a practice run, but in this thing right here, you use I don't know, hopefully you guys can see it, but the red area that's right here, and I'm talking about the box back here, this one, that's my stop loss, meaning if it were to go higher than that, it automatically sells it and I close out my trade. I'm not sure if you guys are hopefully you guys are familiar with longs and shorting and stuff, but so like I said, what a short is you're pretty much betting that the price is going to go down. So you would put your money here, and then all this green is what you think it could be your profit. But if it goes past this red, then it kind of closes you out, because you don't want it to keep going up and then you lose everything. This is how you protect your capital pretty much. So I did a little test run, and we were right here at this red candle, and I was like, okay, let me see, I'm gonna do a little test run and see what's gonna happen. And I was on the right track, but if you guys remember in previous videos, I talked about stop hunting is kind of what people call it. It's like when they know a lot of people are gonna put their stop loss exactly at this point. So what they do is they send it just a little bit above it right before it comes back down. So like I said, I had this just like that, just exactly like this. And reason why I had this red right here up to this point is because of this tall wick up here. So I was like, okay, so that could be the top. I'll have it right here. And if it were to just kept going down, this would have been a winning trade. But the fact that they stop hunted one more time before bringing it back down would have stopped me out. I would have lost my money. Not all of it, because obviously this is what the stop loss prevents. But like I said, that's what stop hunting is where, like I said, my sell number was exactly at the top and they put it right above it. But the thing is what you could have did was at this point, then you get back in at this top and then you write it back down. So, but like I said, this is what I'm working on, is trying to get these stop numbers too, so that way in the future I could start giving you guys buy and sell like alerts pretty much, you know. So like I said, if I'm working on it and I'm like, okay, I think it's gonna go to this price point, put your long right here and then put it, you know, at this point or something. That goes kind of my thinking and stuff. So I'm just gonna keep working on it, and once I get better at understanding exactly how to get it done, like I said, I'll be making these calls and doing all that good stuff. So yep, I appreciate everybody watching this far into the video. Hopefully you guys liked that video. I do have this chart actually. Actually it's the same chart pretty much, but yeah, look, this is just these are fib channels, by the way. Also, they're indicators that you could use over here. Just use fib channels, and you can also use this. But yeah, so the way I set this up was pretty much these lines were the support. So the fact that we were able to break above it let us know we're starting to move up. So this next target we would be touching could be this 1656 area. So actually, let me do this line right here. It'll probably be somewhere like right there or right here. So it depends where we hit at, but I mean, if we hit as low as even at this point, that could be 1583. So that's going to be the next target we need to break above, 1583. Alright, so actually let me give a few price targets. So at 1541 or 1533, we need to break above. And if we could break above, then we could start touching the top resistance of this falling wedge. And if we get rejected from that, we could either come down from here to catch support and then break above it. And then that could be the start of this whole movement. So we'll look at that in the morning also, see where we're at. But yeah, I appreciate everybody watching this far into the video. If you made it this far into the video, you're definitely a part of the Bit Crew. And make sure you subscribe and like, so that way you don't miss out on any of these videos. We'll definitely make some more in the morning. So I appreciate everybody watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.